in light of E3, we wanted to talk about some video games from the past that we would like to see remade or a sequel. This is Must Be Nice. I'm Chris number 1.
And I'm number 2.
So there's been a lot of stuff this week, announcements. Well, I guess not that much.
A good amount, I'd say.
But to start off with some remakes, first on my list, number 1, above probably all, especially with all the Battle Royale games and stuff. This game on the original Xbox was called Whacked, and they had like a bunch of goofy characters, and it was a really funny game.
Mm-hmm.
And basically it's like free for all, everybody against everybody, and there's mini games, and like you kill each other with weapons, King of the Hill,
Okay.
and stuff like that. So yeah, that's number 1 on my list for either a remake, a sequel. They would probably, it'd be pretty much the same thing. I think it'd do really good. I did some research. Turns out that the company who made it is bankrupt. So yeah, that possibly never happened.
Yeah, that sucks.
What's your number 1?
My number 1, when I was younger, on the Nintendo 64, it was game Star Wars Rogue Squadron. It was a you were just a pilot the whole time and part of the Alliance, the Rebel Alliance, and it was just a really cool game. You know, you just do a lot of missions and you're flying as a pilot. You know, that was one of my favorite things about Star Wars. I remember all these cheat codes you could pick, you could put in. There was one, it was called was it Farm Boy? You enter that one in and you get the Millennium Falcon. So cool stuff like that.
That is cool. Bring back the passwords and cheat codes too.
Bring back cheat codes. But yeah, I would definitely.
What they did with the cheat codes was they just sell it to us now.
Yeah.
Expansions
DLC
and stuff.
shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would like a remaster of that. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. For some reason, I have a bunch of PlayStation 1 games next.
Yeah.
It's like nostalgia pretty much. But next on my list, I have Twisted Metal 2. Now, I would like any remaster except Black for PS2. That was the worst one, Twisted Metal. But I would like a remake of any of them except that one, or a sequel. And if Twisted Metal 2 is my favorite, his first introduction of Sweet Tooth, and he's like the best.
He's the icon.
Yeah, and it's crazy because he came out in the second part.
That is crazy because when I think Twisted Metal, that was the first character I think about.
Right. But 1 was pretty good, and then they created 2, and that was, to me, is like the best one. And they're all pretty good except Black. So that was my next one.
Yeah, my second one for Game Boy Advance or SP, Pokemon Emerald. That was one of my favorite. I'm a big fan of Gen 3. I know everyone got nostalgia for 1 and 2. I do too, of course, but Gen 3 was really cool. It was really fun. I think it was the first time they introduced running. Like they gave you running shoes. You press B to run. Things like that. And so it was originally Ruby and Sapphire, and then you get the third one that comes out that combines both of them, and they have an extra legendary Pokemon, and that one was Emerald. So
yeah, Emerald was probably like the last one that I ever played.
Okay.
Just because I had played the originals, I liked them. I really liked Emerald a lot. But after that, I got a PSP and I stopped playing Game Boys and stuff. So I wasn't really into Pokemon, and any like the DS Marios. I didn't really play the DS Marios. I didn't. And then I didn't really play. I've never had a GameCube either. So
yeah, I never had GameCube either. I had friends that had it.
I really liked the Emerald. That one was a good one.
Emerald was good. Okay, your third one.
So PlayStation 1 again. It was Jersey Devil. Now this one, my friend had. He lived next door, and I don't know why. Like I never ended up like getting it for myself, but I would only play like at his house. And maybe it was just like one of those things. Like me and him would play together. Like, you know, he probably wouldn't play it when I wasn't around. It was just like our game, and it was pretty fun. You were just like a little Jersey Devil, and you were like going around and like collecting stuff, and everyone was like scared of you and stuff. It's like weird. It's like one of those things where like you're the Jersey Devil, right? You're evil, but actually everyone's like trying to kill you, and you're not really doing anything. You're just walking around, you know. So
just messing shit up.
Yeah.
That's cool. My third one and technically final is the whole series, the Ratchet and Clank series. I think they were only on PS2. Number one might have been PS1. I'm not too sure, but they tried to reboot it. The first one, they like redid the storyline, all that. They made a movie. It did. I think it did decent. Maybe that's why they stopped trying. But I would like an actual remaster of the series. That would be kind of cool to me. I enjoyed all those games, especially with their little like titles. You know, like Up Your Arsenal, and, you know, Going Commando.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite series.
Like play with words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like it sucks, man. Like you have such like love for a game, and like you wish it like would do good, and like how you said they did the reboot, but it didn't get the views or the you know, didn't get nothing, so they couldn't do a next one. They couldn't move on, and then you have like all these other games that are like on number 10, and then you're just like, oh, every year, like, like Call of Duty, I guess.
Call of Duty,
yeah.
You know.
But next on my list is Toomba. You guys probably will remember this one. They advertised this one. It was for the PlayStation 1. The dude with the pink hair. It was always like the commercial, like for PlayStation 1 when they would advertise it, like a long time ago when the PlayStation first came out. But you're just like this dude with pink hair, and you're like walking around, and I think you like save dinosaurs or something.
Oh, really?
I don't know. It's crazy. It was really fun, but it's like really crazy. Like it's kind of like Zelda, kind of, but like
for PlayStation.
It's like Zelda, but like caveman, like you know. And then what do you got last?
So kind of stepping away from games, but I wish we could find a way to remake the PSP. It was so ahead of its time, you know. Now you look at, you know, the Switch. It's basically a PSP, you know, for Nintendo, and then you get to put it on your TV, you know, play as a console. But you know, the PSP, you know, you could search the internet, you could watch movies on it, you could do everything on it.
That's what I was gonna say, man. Like, it had little movies, like it was so clutch, so ahead of its time. Like, what? I'm gonna watch a movie like handheld.
Yeah, if we could get the PSP back somehow, I'd be happy.
Yeah, we'd definitely be buying that, and I'm pretty sure we're not the only ones. You know, we got I have these games that you guys probably have never heard of, and probably wouldn't do good, but they were just really fun, and it might be just nostalgia. But last on my list I have Dex.
Chong,
that was for
report to
the
the front
PlayStation
desk.
1 as
The
well.
front desk.
And you were just like this little lizard dude, and you were like a secret agent, and you like eat flies and just walk around.
I remember
half these games. I just remember them being fun and like good concepts, but I don't remember the end goal to any of them.
No, yeah, I remember. Most I remember is you're all suited up with like a hot chick.
Yeah.
Like, what does this gecko want with this hot lady?
I remember you like collect controllers too or something to like go to the next level. You have to find the controller or something.
So that's what we got for you know, remasters or games we'd like to at least play again.
But for E3 announcements, we have Halo Infinite. They had some gameplay. I didn't look at it because, you know me, I don't really look at trailers, but I did look up the date. They said it'd be winter 2020. Usually it's November, so you could pre-order it and then get it before Christmas and stuff.
I did watch the teaser. I didn't get it because I haven't finished the series. We've actually been playing through it. I just got an Xbox. I've never really had one. I didn't really understand it, so...
Yeah, he's really far behind.
Yeah.
So.
Also, Cyberpunk 2077. Everyone knows Keanu Reeves is all up in it. You know, he introduced it.
He's popping right now.
He's been killing the game, man. I can't wait to see him in Toy Story.
Yeah, he's in Toy Story. He did a movie on Netflix. I forgot what it's called, but it was some comedy.
Yeah, it was Always Be My Maybe.
Oh yeah,
He's got like a little part in it. He kills it.
he plays himself. That's
Yeah.
what's so good about it.
Did you see the trailer for Cyberpunk at all?
No, I just seen like him.
It was pretty cool. It's like, it was like, so it's obviously in the future, and like you get these implants and shit in you, and people were attacking the main guy. He like, it's like a metal thing came out of his arm, and he was like attacking people. So it's got a cool concept. So I'm curious to see how it plays.
Yeah, and then next, there's been a lot of talk about Pokemon Sword and Shield. I'm a beginning Shield, and like I said, I really have not played since Emerald. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
And he sent me like a clip or something about how you can actually see the Pokemon and they're chilling. Like the dark Pokemon are in the shadows.
They're expanding on the Pokemon Go concept, where you see them walking around. It's no longer you just walking in grass and, oh, I'm getting attacked. So
By another rat.
yeah, exactly.
No, but so I was just reading yesterday that they're not gonna have all 821 Pokemon, and also that they're not transferable. So from the last one, what was it called? Eevee. And
It was Let's
Pikachu.
Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
So they won't be transferable unless you put them through Pokemon Home. You know what that is?
No, I don't.
So you go on Pokemon Home and then you transfer your Pokemon to that, but it stops whatever the third one is. What is it? Shit.
Which one?
The region, Emerald. What's the?
Oh, shit. It might be like Sinnoh or.
Yeah, so it stops from there. Like from back then, you can't transfer nothing, and also like it said that there's only be 121 Pokemon out of 821.
Jeez.
But I was also reading that doesn't mean that they won't add them later. It's just for right now that's what's in the game is 121 Pokemon. I'm pretty sure they will add it later.
Yeah, there's always DLC and things like that.
It's just, I mean, it's understandable 821 Pokemon, and then you have all the evolutions and sizes and like I said, they're doing something different. You can actually see them in the game.
Yeah.
So there's probably just so much more memory jacked into one little
cartridge
like that big.
Yeah. So last game that was kind of big, at least to us, Star Wars Fallen Order. I'm kind of excited because EA has been kind of dropping the poop emoji for Star Wars games. Battlefront 1 and 2, they leave, it could have been better. That's all I'll say.
I liked it. They try.
The DLC mess.
Yeah, I mean, everything just doesn't have to be like paid for, and no one should have an advantage over anybody else. And it's not to pick on EA. I mean, there's other companies.
Everyone's starting to do it.
Yeah, so it's like, but you have such Star Wars fan base. Of course, we're all gonna be pissed about it. So.
But it looks good. It's an original storyline. You get to be a Jedi in the time of when they were getting wiped out. You get to kind of help jumpstart the rebellion. So it looks cool. I like the actor they used. He's in Shameless and Gotham. I don't know his real name, but he plays Ian in Shameless. He plays the Joker in Gotham. So he's a really good actor. So it looks good to me.
Yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't really look too much. I seen some gameplay, and it looked tight, and I didn't know that dude was in there.
Yeah,
he's a good actor. Yeah, so that's one plus for me.
I really like the whole parkour part to it. He's jumping on walls. He's running on small little things. It looks good.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Also, well, I'm looking for Gears of War. You ever play Gears of War?
I haven't.
Gears of War 5. So I knew this guy is whatever about it because I think it's on Xbox only.
It was the Xbox only.
Yeah.
And I just got an Xbox, so.
I always Gears, I think there's, it goes up to 3 and then there's like a prequel and it sucked. and then 4 was good, and then now we're on 5. So I'm excited for it. I'm gonna pre-order it. I think it comes out this year in a couple months.
Does it?
Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna get that. I didn't see any gameplay. I think I did see a little bit, and they're not really changing too much, which is good because I mean it's already good. Like the controls and the guns and stuff, it's all good.
Now that reminds me, there was one more game we forgot. The new Avengers game.
Oh yeah, I did see
yeah.
one. I seen one clip, and I was talking to somebody about it, and they're like, "Oh, what's up with that?" And they had barely announced it, and I was like, "I don't know," but I don't really like me. I don't really like want to see until like it's about to come out because I'm pretty sure it's not coming out until later this year.
Next year.
Next year, but I did see that it's kind of like just the same universes.
Kind of, yeah. It looks good. A lot of people were complaining about the characters not looking like the movies, but it's. I mean, come on, like it.
The Spider-Man looked like it.
Well, I don't know. They don't know for sure if Spider-Man will be a part of it. If it's the same universe, they only showed the original 6, or not even 6. Hawkeye wasn't in it, at least not in the trailer. But it was Iron Man, Hulk, Captain, Black Widow, Thor, and I think that was it for now.
But they looked like the characters, or no? I thought they did.
It's like in the middle, kind of.
Like it kind of looks like
Yeah.
the ones from the movies.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
people were complaining. They were saying like, "Oh, it's not. It doesn't look like Robert Downey Jr." But it's like, it doesn't have to. It's a comic. That's the whole point of the comics.
So that's what we were discussing, me and my friend, when we were talking about it, because we were at work, and me and my friend are like gamers, and he was like, "Oh, they're making a game," and I was like, "Oh, I wonder if it's gonna be, like identical match to match," and I was like, "Most likely not, because they have to."
Like
render all them, and then the rights and money, and it gets complicated.
So yeah, it looks good. I hope it's not the only main bad guy, but they did say that Taskmaster will be a big part of it. Mm-hmm. People might like Taskmaster. All I say is I don't like him as the main villain because he was literally in the Spider-Man game, and you're beating his ass just as Spider-Man. So if he's beating up the Avengers, I don't know what's going on here,
Maybe they're gonna do like
a secret bad guy behind him, or
maybe he. I don't know. Yeah, maybe some. I'm thinking something like that. But I'm also thinking that they're probably gonna do like the Arkham Knight series.
Yeah, that'd be cool too.
Like that's what they're going. Like it's you got one villain, but then you're also getting sidetracked with all these other villains who's doing all these other stuff.
And then I could be wrong, but I was reading into it that there's going to be also, I think it's either online or like a multiplayer mode where you can create your own superheroes. So hopefully that's true. That'd be really cool. Build your own, superhero superpowers. But other than that, the game looks good to me.
One thing also, another game. Guess what?
Which one?
Mortal Kombat 11 mobile. Get it now. I'm serious.
Really?
It came
just
out.
Came out?
Yes. I haven't even a couple years ago, Mortal Kombat 10 came out. I downloaded it and I checked it out, and it's just like you just tap the screen and it didn't. It's not like Mortal Kombat, but I'm pretty sure it's like the same.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. So I didn't even waste my time like looking more into it, and I just seen that it's on. Like I think I was on Twitter. It was like download now for iOS and Android or whatever you guys use.
Whatever phones there are. Mortal Kombat.
But that's pretty much it for today.
Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe and share. Let us know in the comments what you guys think about these games. Any games you want remastered, let us know.
Comment down below, guys.
Yeah.
Don't forget to check out Loon's Reviews. We just did a review on some new drinks also.
Yeah. Thank you guys.
Thanks for joining us. Check you guys out next time.
See you later.